Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to exercise what we have learned about Linux. So this is some command line that we're gonna use. As you can see here, we are in a game that called Over the Wire. Over the Wire is basically a game that help you practice most of the Linux command that you learn, and then it has different level from level 0 to level 34, as you can see here. But I will try to do step by step. So probably we're going to start with level 0, go all the way until level 7. Okay. As you can see here at level 0, it said the goal is for this level. The goal of this level is for you to log into the game using SSH. Okay. So the host to which you need to connect is like, this is the host name right here, and then this is the port number, which is going to be 2220, and then the username is going to be bandit 0. Okay, so first we want to know what is SSH. So SSH is like a secure cell. So basically it's like a way to connect to another computer securely over the internet. It's like a secret tunnel that you can use to connect from your own computer to another computer that like both computer, they are in the same connection. Okay, all right, now let's go ahead and log in via SSH right here. So we have the information, the host name is here, then the port is 2220. Okay, so now what you want to do here, hold on, this H and zero at, so this is the host right here. This is gonna be Bandit Lab over the wire.org. Okay, and then now we need to connect into the port, which is going to be 2220, and to be able to access to the 2220, we're going to use the P, and -P basically is like the option that you use in SSH to be able to log into a specific port number. Okay, so that's why we use the -P right here, and the port is going to be 2220, and then you type enter. And as you can see here, it said the password for the next level is stored in a file called readme located in the home directory. So use this password to log into Bandit 1 using SSH. Whenever you find a password for level, use SSH. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, so now that we are here, we're trying to get the password. Okay, so now that's the next move. Okay, let me take it back here. So as here, when you go back to level 0, actually they already provide the password. So it said the user name is Bandit and the password is Bandit 0. So now we need to just type our password. It's gonna be Bandit 0 and type enter. Okay, as you can see, we are inside right now. So now we already have the password. Okay, let me just make it big here. So we have the password. All right, let me just edit the view a little bit so we know. Zoom out. Okay, let's see, zoom out again. Okay, now let me clear. Okay, let me just zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Zoom in. As you can see, we are here. Okay, so now that we are inside, we want to list everything that we have inside of this folder and then see exactly if you're gonna find our password. So now we can move to levels between level 0 and 1. So now, as you can see here, the password for the next level is going to be stored in a file called readme. So that's what we need to do. Okay, so now the next move that we need to do is like to list all the files that we have inside of this directory, which is going to be Bandit 0. Okay, so now that we are here, now let's list everything that we have here. So we want to do ALPS. So the ls means list of files that we have. The ALPS is like basically it's like a combination, a lot of different commands that we use all together, and then that's why we have the -ALS. So lately probably you can research about this command line here. It will explain you exactly what it is. So now that we type here, you want to go enter, and as you can see inside of that, this is what we have. This is a different file we have. As you can see here, it said that the next level is stored, the password of the next level is stored in a file called readme, and then we already have readme here. So now we're going to use our command, which is cat into readme. So cat, it is basically a way of displaying all the content that we have in a file. If you want to know all the content that you have in a file, you need to use this command cat. Okay, so let's do cat and then cat readme and then enter. There you go. Now we have our password here. This is our password. So now we want to copy, and then next what we want to do, we want to just exit the this level and go into the next level. Okay, now that we are out of this level, now let's move into the next level. Okay, so the next level is gonna be Bandit 1. Okay, so Bandit 1, that's what you want to go next. Okay, and then as you have, after you exit, now you want to write back in the bandit logging information. You want to just change it to 0 to 1, and if you change it to 0 to 1, now that will give you the next level. Okay, so now you want to do enter, and as we are inside now it's going to ask you for the password, and we already copied the password which is here. So now let's go ahead and paste the password and tap enter. Okay, there you go. Now we are inside again, which is the level 1. Okay, let me just try to make it a little bit bigger here. Probably I don't like the fact that I have to zoom out all the time. Okay, zoom out. Okay, so now that we are inside of level 1, now let's clear. Okay, now let's zoom in a little bit, just make sure that you guys can see. And now we are here. Okay, now we are inside of bandit level 1. Okay, so now we are inside, as you can see, bandit 1. So again, what you want to do, you want to, okay, let's read here first, see exactly what they said. And here, let's go to level 1 and 2. And here, into the level 1 and 2, it said the password for the next level is stored in a file called locate in the home directory. Okay, so now we want to list all the files that we have here, and we are looking for a file that name hyphen. Okay, now that we are here, what we want to do, as we need to get this file from the hive. So we want to type cat, and then here we are going to get this one as this way, dot backlash, and then fun. Okay, so that's how we're gonna get into the next level. Well, before we get there, we can just list exactly what we have inside of Bandit 2. Let's do ls and ALPS, enter. There you go. So now we are here. So the password that we need is going to be into here, as he said here. The password for the next level is stored in a file called hyphen, located in a home directory, and this is the only file that called hyphen. So we want to get inside of this file. Okay, so to do that, you do cat and then dot backslash and then hyphen and enter. There you go. So now we have our password here. So this password right here, let me copy it, copy selection. This password right here is going to be the password for our level 2. Okay, so now we get the password. What we want to do next, we want to exit, type exit and then enter. Now we are out. So now what we want to do, we want to log to level 2. And to do that, you come here and then move all the way to Bandit 1 and then delete and then put Bandit 2 and then type enter, and it's going to ask you the password. We already have the password. You're just gonna paste the password and then type enter, and then now we are inside of our next level. Okay, now let's go ahead and then see what they say, how to find the password for level 3. And here it said the password for the next level is stored in a file called space in this file name located in the home directory. So now we need to go into our home directory and find this file that's called space. Okay, again we do ls, zoom in, so you do ls alps, enter. There you go. So this is our file. As you can see here, it said the password for the next level is stored in a file called spaces in the file name located in the home directory, and this is the one right here, spaces in the, so this is our file. So we need to get inside this file to get our password. So let's do that. Okay, now let's go ahead and this file right here, so we want to cut into that one, copy and selection. Okay, so now we already copy here, but we need to backslash in front of each of those files, because we want to tell the command line that we have a space between this word. Okay, so now that's why we use this backslash, just to show you here. As you can see, it says space in this space. Everything is not like together, so we have a space between them, and this backslash will tell them that there is space between them. Okay, that's why I'm using it. And then we want to do enter. Okay, so hold on, this problem here. Okay, here I made a mistake, so I don't need to do the backspace into the first one. Okay, so let's do it again. We want to do that, and then this is what we need. So copy selection and then paste selection here. Okay, so now we want to add backslash into this one. Okay, and then we type enter. Okay, it was my bad. I was making a mistake where I was putting the backslash is not there. So let me fix it again. Pass selection Okay, so we want to do cat and then space selection here. Okay, now it has to be after the space. Okay, so it's gonna be okay, just like that. Let me double check right there, here. Okay, so now this is how you're supposed to go. You have to do this backslash after space and after in after this. Okay, and then now you type enter. Okay, as you can see, now we have our password. So now we're gonna copy a password, and then now next move is to exit this level, and then now let's go back to bandit 2, and then we need to add 3, so it's gonna be bandit 2, and then tap enter, and then now you paste the password that you just copied. Okay, and then enter. There you go. As you can see, now we are inside now. So let's zoom out a little bit so I can clear. All right, so now that we are level 3, and then let's check here what it said in level 3. And then level 3 is said the password for the next level is stored in a hidden file, in the in here directory. The password for the next level is stored in a hidden file in here directory. Okay, now that's our next move. Let's try to find this file right here inside of our directory. So now to do that, you want to type ls and then see list of stuff that you have here. Okay, as you can see, this is in here. So that's the directory that we have. Now what we want to do, we want to get inside of this directory, which is going to be, we're going to do cd inside of in here, which is going to be change the directory. Enter, and then ls. Let's see. Okay, so now after you go inside of the in here with the cd, now you want to go ahead and then type ls-alps, and it did show me the information that we have inside. So now the file that we were looking for, as you can see, is going to be stored in a hidden file. So this is the file that we need right here. So this is our file. Okay, so let's copy that. So let's do cat and then this right here, and then enter. There you go. So now we have our password, which is here. So now we want to copy this password, and then now let's exit this level, and then now let's log back into level 4. So now we need to go to level 4. Clear that, do 4, and then enter, and it's going to ask for password, and then you paste the password that you just copy, paste selection, and then enter, and now we are inside the next level. Okay, inside of next level. So let me just zoom out a little bit to clear this. One more. Okay, now let's clear. Okay, now that we are inside, let's go to next level 4. What it said, we are on level 4. Okay, so level 4 is said the password for the next level is stored in the only human readable file in here directory. Okay, so now that's what we want to go. We want to go inside of this directory, and when you get inside of directory, it said the file that we need is going to be only inside of inside of a human readable file. Okay, so now let's see exactly what we have there. We come here, we do ls-alps, enter, and now we want to go inside of this directory, which is going to be in here, because that's what he said here. Now let's do cd, which is change the directory into in here, and enter, and we're already inside of in here, as you can see here. So now let's list what we have there. Yes, enter. All right, so now it said the only human readable file. That's what it said. Okay, so now let's try to find that. Okay, so now here we have a lot of detail that we don't really need. So instead of running the ls-alps, we should just run the command ls only. Okay, so let's do ls. There you go. This is what we need here instead of having all this information. Okay, I just needed this information. Okay, so now in this information, as it mentioned here, it said the password for the next level is stored in the only human readable file. Okay, so now that's what we're trying to figure out from here with based on this different file that it gave us. Okay, so now how to get into those files. We're gonna use this command line that is very specific, which is gonna be, we're gonna use the find command. So the find is basically a search tool that you're gonna use to help you find like file based on like the type of file, and then the size of the file, and then other properties. Okay, that's how we use the find. So now we're gonna do here find, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do the pipe, and then let's see, space pipe x file. Okay, so file. Okay, so now this command right here, you can even Google it or try to understand exactly why we're using this command right here. But this command just help us to exactly find a human readable file that we have inside here. So we use the command line, which is find, and then we kind of type here what type of file it is, and then the type of file is going to be, and it's going to be a file. Exactly. So that's why I use this command right here. And now I did a lot of research to find this command right here. But if you can go ahead and then look it up, and then you will definitely have more information or more explanation about this file, okay? About this command right here. So now that we're done, you want to type enter, and there is a mistake here. Let me see exactly what's going on. Okay, I know what's going on here. I'm missing the F. I'm missing F here. So let me copy this, copy and paste it here. Okay, so what I'm missing here, we need to put F type of file type here. You need to have F here. Okay, so now it should be fine. Now to do enter. There you go. And then as you can see, this is what we found inside, and then the only readable file here is going to be this one right here. The file 07 is going to be the readable file. So that's what we need to do. We need to get inside of this file right now. Okay, now that we have the file, let's just copy this here. This is what we need. Copy, and then we're going to do cat, and then we're going to paste this right here, and we should be able to see our password. Okay, enter. Now there you go. We have our password. We just gotta copy, and then now it's time to exit this level. We're on level 4, so now you want to go to level 5. Okay, so you come here, change the 4 to a 5, enter, and it's gonna ask you for your password, and then you want to paste the password that you had, and then enter, and we should be into, hold on a second, password, let's see, copy, paste. There you go. Now we are inside of level 5. Let me just, okay, now let's go ahead and check level 5 for the set. Level 5 said the password for the next level is stored in a file somewhere under in here directory, and has all the following properties, which is going to be human readable file and 1033 byte in size and not executable. Okay, so that's what we need to find right now. So let's go ahead and find that. So now what we want to do, we want to list what we have inside of level 5. So you do ls and then enter, and then we are inside of, we shows exactly what we have, the list that we have a directory name in here, and then now we want to cd, which is get inside of in here, and then type enter, and then now we want to list exactly what we have in there. Okay, please enter. Okay, so this is all that we have. Okay, probably we just need to list them, not all the detail. Now let's try to go ahead and find this file that we already have this information, which is going to be a human readable file and 33 byte in size and not executable. Okay, so now let's try to find that. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to try to find a human readable file. The size is going to be 1033. And it's not executable. Okay, so now to do that, you wanna type here find, and then dot space hyphen type f, which is file, and then now we already have the size, so we're gonna just write size, which is gonna be 10. The size is set, okay, the size said 1033C. That's gonna be the size. And hold on, let me just make space here. Okay, 1033C. And then now that we know the size, let's go ahead and then look for the file is said is not executable. Okay, and to do that here, we have to do this exclamation here and space double, which is not executable. That's what it means, because it said here not executable. And then in Linux, this is how execute like a file command that is like not executable. Okay, and then now we type enter, and then as you can see, we have our file right here. So what we want to do next, we want to just cat into this file. Okay, copy. So now we do cat, and then we paste this file, which is that, and then we tap enter. All right, hold on a second, say not source of file. Okay, we need to copy everything here. So copy, cat, paste. There you go. So we have our password right here, and then we're gonna copy, and now what we want to do, we want to just exit. Let's exit this level. All right, we are out. So now we need to go inside of level 6. Okay, so we move here and take off the 5, put 6, and then do enter, and we are inside now. Asking for the password, we just paste the password, enter. Let's see, password right here, copy, paste, enter. There you go. Now we are inside. Okay, So now we are inside of level 6. So now what we want to do, we just want to clear the command line, the board, and then now that is clear. Okay, now it's clear. Okay, now let's go ahead and list what we have inside. So let's do ls-a lps, enter. There you go. So this is the different file that we have inside. Let's see what he said, level 6. In level 6, it said the password for the next level is stored somewhere on the server and has all the following properties, which is going to be owned by users, going to be bandit, owned by group is going to be bandit, and then the size is going to be 33 byte. Okay, so now that's what we want to look for here. Okay, all right. Okay, so now what we want to do is we have this basic information here that they give us. Okay, so now what we want to do first, we want to use the command line find. Okay, and then now we're going to use the backslash, which is going to be as use look inside of all this file, look inside everything. Okay, that's why we use that one. And then now we want to do hyphen type, and then it's going to be a file, of course. And we have some information. You want to do hyphen user. We know the user is going to be bandit 7, and it's going to be bandit 7. Okay, it's 7. And then now we know the group, so we want to put group is going to be bandit 6. Okay, and then now we know the size, so we want to do hyphen size is gonna be 33c, and then now we want to type enter. There you go. So as you can see here, now with all this file, as you can see here, we have our password. We set password here, set var, this is our password. So now we want to cut inside of this file. Okay, so now let's just copy this and all the way here, and then do cut and paste that file, that selection, and then do enter. Boom, we have our password right here. Okay, so now as far as the level, this is where I'm going to stop for this one. So I went from level 0 to level 6, and then into my next video I'm going to put like the next level. That's how I will be trying to do this. All right, thank you guys for being here with me today. And then definitely we did learn into like this exercise, like different command, which is like SSH, you know, the -p, you know, the -a LPS, you know, and the list, how to cat, how to, you know, find. Those are the different commands that we learn. And then as we go through this exercise, we keep practicing on our Linux command line to understand exactly how to navigate through this different file, how to, you know, manage this file, how to navigate inside, how to get out, how to get in, how to access to one file, how to get out, how to get inside of a directory, and how to get out. Okay, all right, thank you guys.